Zenyatta. One of 4 support heroes in Overwatch, Zenyatta is an Omnic healer / damage dealer. He looks very calm, innocent even, as he floats by with his soothing voice.
Walk in harmony.
He's the only support hero in Overwatch to possess a 3-star difficulty rating. And believe me, there is good reason for that. Okay, so Zenyatta floats about with what looks like 8 or 9 orbs of destruction floating around his head. These orbs of destruction are Zenyatta's primary weapon. When playing as him, you can hurl these orbs a surprisingly long distance, one at a time, sharply and quickly. This guy can take you down fast. If you're pretty good with aim, which I am not, then you're sure to annihilate with this Omnic Monk. This is where his 3-star difficulty comes into play for your less than average player like me. Actually hitting enemies with this orb is a bitch. I've tried the different reticles, I've tried the different colours of the reticles, but it doesn't change the fact that Zenyatta is a high skill character. To hit enemies, I rely 100% on strafing, which to be honest can get me killed more times than I actually get kills due to his low mobility. It should also be noted with his mobility that Zenyatta can't escape battle easily like Mercy can with her Guardian Angel move. You have to make sure you're with your teammates at all times, or you will be dead. When you do eventually get a hit though, it's damn satisfying. Although his attack can be described as long range, I prefer to use it mid range to ensure my MLG shots. Alternatively, Zenyatta can charge 5 orbs of destruction and release them at once in a rapid fire style. This attack is super deadly, but again for your less than average player, aka me, it's extremely hard to get all the charges to hit a single target that isn't a tank. And my favourite thing about this attack is using it on a tank, so it's nearly impossible to miss. Reinhardt, Roadhog, even D.Va. If you charge them right, you can just spray them across their body and they will all hit. It's also a perfect attack for annihilating Torbjorn's annoying turrets at long distance without being detected by it. The support element of Zenyatta comes in the form of his Orbs of Harmony. These can be attached to one ally at a time and can heal 30 HP per second, making him a crucial player when capturing an objective or defending allies on a payload. Despite the positives to this ability, I have a few issues with it. If there are many allies on your screen, with one in particular that's at critical health, it's difficult to ensure that your Harmony Orb reaches them rather than someone else. When I use it, it literally takes me, no joke, about 3 attempts to land the Harmony Orb on the player intended, but maybe I just need more practice. In a quick battle with surrounding enemies, it's frustrating that once I do land the orb on the correct teammate, they're already dead. Maybe the solution for this would be to change the button configuration. The shoulder buttons on the Xbox are quite sort of stiff and hard to hit. Another minor issue I have is that after you attach a Harmony Orb to a teammate, you have to stay in closest contact with them and not let them out of your line of sight, or the orb will be returned to you. It sounds reasonable, but with only 150 HP, staying in battle with your more mobile allies for long periods isn't an option for Zenyatta. However, if you play by my rules as Zenyatta and prioritise these Harmony Orbs to tank characters, then you'll probably survive a bit longer, as the tanks are the most likely to protect Zenyatta. On the battlefield anyway. Once you get used to the way the orb latches on to your allies and you get used to sort of the rhythm, the way Zenyatta works, you can definitely keep your team alive and healed. Opposite Zenyatta's Orb of Harmony, he has an Orb of Discord. Aimed at his opponents, when Zenyatta places this orb on an enemy, it amplifies the amount of damage they receive, as long as Zenyatta stays within line of sight of them. So basically the same rules apply with the Discord as the Harmony Orb. The orb works like a Harmony Orb in the way it can only be attached to one opponent at a time. And with this, again, because it's on a shoulder button, I still encounter the attachment problems. I love this ability though. I use it constantly, and I would recommend that you place the Discord Orb on an opponent constantly. I spam my LB button to make sure of it. With the Discord Orb on an enemy, they can melt with the help of ally damage. I like to put my Discord Orb on an enemy tank, especially a Winston, because when he's in primal mode and he's leaping about the place and no one can hit him, that little bit of extra damage can be just what your team needs to take him down. Plus, I really don't like Winston, so... The Discord Orb is also fantastic for keeping track of your enemies. If you attach an orb onto an enemy and they hide behind a wall, you can tell where they are. So it's really good for sneaky snipers who are trying to get you, or just characters you find damn annoying, to be honest. Ultimate time! Upon activating, Zenyatta transforms into a multi-armed, floaty, glowy god, offering 100 HP per second for all close-by allies. As a bonus, the charming monk himself is invulnerable for 6 whole seconds. Although you are unable to use your weapons during this time, Transcendence might just cinch the objective for your team or give the payload that little push to the finish. Just keep an eye on the timer so you have time to escape the battle when nearing the end of the ultimate, and make sure you don't end the ultimate when you're by yourself or you will be singled out. So there we have it, that is Zenyatta. I'm going to give you my list of pros and cons as to why he's a fantastic character on the playing field, and why maybe you should take some caution when using him. Pros. Long distance fast firing orbs. He's perfect for staying at the back of the battle while dealing damage as well. He has effective healing once you get used to the manner in which he does it, and his Discord Orb absolutely melts enemies. His ultimate Transcendence is extremely useful for capturing objectives. It can be just the push you need to get all your teammates in the hill and actually take it. Because Zenyatta floats above the ground, he is the only character in Overwatch not to leave footsteps. This leaves him incredibly stealthy, and hiding behind a tank, people won't even know you're there. Zenyatta, in my opinion, is the best support to play in a group. When you're by yourself with only 150 HP, staying alive can be a problem, but in a group when you can communicate and you can designate certain roles to your team, you can stay alive a whole lot longer. And also, Zenyatta's voice lines are amazing. Check them out.
I dreamt I was a butterfly. Death is whimsical today. I will not juggle.
Now for the cons. It's sometimes tricky to give the Orbs of Harmony and Discord to the intended player. His low mobility makes it tricky to escape, and strafing to get the headshots can actually put you in more danger. And finally, with only 150 HP, it takes sort of at least a few matches to learn how to dip in and out of battle with Zenyatta, aka he can't survive alone. He's definitely not one of those players you can go in and do something alone, even with Transcendence, because as it only lasts 6 seconds, as soon as it ends you're going to be in trouble. Overall, definitely play him. He is so effective and useful, and yeah, on some maps, or maps where the objective or payload is not as open, he can be so damn effective. It's really good for keeping an eye on your enemies with the Orb of Discord, and his healing is damn good too. Maybe not as good as Mercy's, but Mercy has more mobility. That is my opinion and sort of review on Zenyatta. Let me know what you think in the comments below of Zenyatta. I would love to hear what you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and also comment what character you would like me to give my personal review on next. I really enjoyed making this, and I want to do it for a lot more characters. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.